1, 2, 3, 4, hit it! Going out to the hardcore hip hop.
B-side show.
Of course.
B-side. Hip hop. B-side show.
Going out to the hardcore hip hop.
B-side.
Of course.
B-side show. B-side. 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 B-side show.
Yo, what's up?
B-side show.
Act like you know.
Every single Monday, man. It's Rabbit right here.
It's your girl Phalasee, and you already know from the Crenshaw District, baby.
That's right. And you know what? And like we were talking about off, we got music in our head. So
all
we're
day,
like,
every day.
Yeah. It's funky to me right now. But you know what? It's cool to have Phally back. We got something set up, so you'll be seeing her more often. But she's been mad busy too.
Yes.
Which we'll talk about some of that. We got another dope lineup. Weapon X is here.
Ooh,
Rokem's gonna come through.
Yeah.
He's actually doing a beat set as well at the end, and we're having a little issues with the music, but we'll get that shit cracking in a little while. And either way, we're here. We got a lot of stuff to talk about.
Don't go nowhere.
Yeah. Hey, what have you been up to?
I've been so busy.
Let's talk about this first. That video.
Yes.
That shit is popping.
Thank you. If you haven't seen it, go check out La Peda. It's definitely something different. You know, a lot of people know me from hip hop, but I dabbed into my roots and I took out a little corrido with Foxy La Chingona.
Shout out to her, man.
Yes,
She's
shout
cool
out,
as
baby. Honestly, I'm really, really proud of myself. I'm really happy with the results. A lot of love, a lot of support. And you know what I mean? Just raising the expectation on the next one. I'm excited to get to work. This has definitely opened doors for me, a lot of opportunities, and I'm just happy. I'm happy with all the love that I'm getting.
She did all her own stunts and everything, riding horses and
I know, yeah,
drinking a whole bottle of
exactly. No, by the end of the video, we were all tore up. But I got a lot of love from La Familia coming out, putting the music together. Was really, really fun. Project Mayhem, shout out to you for supporting, for just allowing me to be creative. I'm just really, really happy about this. La Peda, go check it out.
Yeah, go check that out. And but she's not done. She's been creating. You know what I mean? She also, works in the cannabis industry and stuff too.
Yes,
so
the cannabis queen right here. Any cannabis comments, questions, and concerns you could get at me. I actually work for Dr. Green Thumb Silmar. I just put out Smoke, which talks about the shop, talks about fine girls serving you, just having fun, smoking with your homies. So it's definitely a track that you can put out when you're like blazing. We just had our grand reopening and it was beautiful. It was super successful. Shout out to everybody that supported and came out. All the brands. Shout out to Gummy. Hopefully he's there at 420. 420 is gonna be popping. We're gonna have exhibit in the house. Hopefully B-side
yeah,
comes through.
I think we're rolling through too. You know what I mean? So, just putting it out there in the atmosphere. Let it be known.
Man. Shout out to DJ Esa, DJ Survive for showing us love. They were there, sponsoring the music. Making everybody vibe out. So it was good. I mean, I've been working, trying to just put in my 2 cents everywhere I could.
Hey, make sure you tap in. She's been mad busy, like I said, and also you'll be seeing her more often here on the show. We got a couple more things coming up as well that we'll be launching real soon. It's been a process because everybody knows it's been a crazy couple years and obviously we ain't done yet. So shout out to all the people going through it, man. We want peace, not war, man, for real.
Love.
So if we could ever get there one day, it'll be cool. But anyways, we're gonna play a quick video and then we'll come right back after that, and then we'll know what we're doing after that. B-side show. Woo!
Gotta know ya, superhero. Haven't seen you in a while, but if you listen, can you please do me a favor? Send a sign. I could escape this maze I built around me, trying to find a way to get out of my mind. Everybody asking if I do it all right. I'm blind, or to do it just fine. Let's just get fun till I feel nothing. I feel so done, just I feel numb. I'm feeling lost, man, it's the coast. Whatever this life, stuff at the night. This all I know, Lord, is fun shit. Fuck my life, or some dumb shit. I get it better than I think it says. They trying to can make it stop with the head. Said that they love me tomorrow, they headed. They say give it time, so I'm patiently waiting. I feel like if it could be, get prickers, living a double up and nothing can save us. I live inside of a glass house. Yeah, I forgot, but I'm sad now. This is my circus, a sad clown. I got this guy that is mad down.
Yeah, I forgot, but I'm sad now. This is my circus, a sad clown, sad clown. I get this guy that is mad down.
I can't be no superhero, ain't no fucking role model. Hennessy my therapy, yeah, down the whole bottle. I can't be no superhero, ain't no fucking role model. Hennessy my therapy, yeah, down the whole bottle.
Yo, I don't walk closer to the door of death. I don't need shit, don't need your respect. When you're dead and gone, they all say you're great about a month or two, and they all forget that the blue magic, that the circus act. I'm a sad clown, let me murder that, let me turn it back. With the tear in the eye, put the fear in the guy. When they hear in the lie, they believe every word that they read. They believe everything that their enemies say. When they building you up to be breaking you down, get a pace of the day, the American way, yeah. Work your life away, try to pay the bills. Slave to the system, the hate and the skills, with the stress and the pain and the brain and the kills. Till you're dead in the grave and the blood when it spills. And I live to aggravate, live to agitate. When they had to hate, I don't shatter, break, hate the truth, and they love the lie. Yes, I am your idol, but who the fuck am I? Smith Haven, no I'm not shit, no I ain't shit, never be shit. Let's repeat it, born to eat shit. Cut my wrist, bitch, then I bleed shit. Duck and they dive and they suck and they jive. When I'm down on my luck, better trust I survive. When I'm breaking the machinery to be the fake and I take it, I give a motherfucking be the villain and I'm hating. Christopher Columbus never discovered the musket, the mullet, the dungeon, the Suffolk, the Armageddon. Hear me dearly beloved, the phony celebrity dead to me rugged.
I can't be no superhero, ain't no fucking role model. Hennessy my therapy, yeah, down the whole bottle. I can't be no superhero, ain't no fucking role model. Hennessy my therapy, yeah, down the whole bottle. I can't be no superhero, ain't no fucking role model. Hennessy my therapy, yeah, down the whole bottle. I can't be no superhero, ain't no fucking role model. Hennessy my therapy, yeah, down the whole bottle.
Hey, it's Loud Beats, you heard?
Let's go. Me on the track. Yeah.
What if you just got better? You don't have to blame not a soul, you could pack for the weather. Keep it to the plan by the letter. Make sure you pack shorts and a sweater bound in leather. I'll publish all my reasons. Winter is not the coldest season. You should see my haters when they freezing. I should count my blessings while I'm breathing. This is more than love, stomach aches and blood. Back against the wall, not at all. They waiting on the legends of the fall. I tell them all, my Uzi weighs a ton on any street. And you ain't gon' match me for a step. Watch your feet, send me beats. Watch me run them through, it's not a thing. And I don't really click up on your 10, it's not a game. Say my name, it's crazy how they define what is sane. And I ain't been okay since the start of the fame. What am I saying? And I don't really see it though, I ain't coming down for a while. And I ain't never quit a thing, that ain't never been my style. And we don't need a bet, my G, I only play for the ring. You either love what you live or you die from the very same. I can see the color of my soul. Homie, I am stained with the life. I don't think you really know the pain of the fight. Hold 'em tight. I got that shit to rearrange your night. You read another book, I'ma book another flight. What's all fight? Not one thing in common. Man, you gon' have to leave it in the comments. Fam, why you try to act like it ain't nonsense? Damn, you gon' have to weigh out all your losses. Grams, sit pounds and kilos. Hot hand, no Cheetos. Let's line them up and shoot, my whole team hit they free throws. Nothing ever gonna break my peoples, nah. Something about the way they like to eat, so yeah. It's something in our blood. You live with the is or you die with the was. You live with the is or you die with the was. You live with the is or you die with the was.
It's the B-side show.
Act like you know already, man. Hey, we just played that new Glass Idols joint with Reverie and R.A. the Rugged Man. Dope.
Putting in mad work,
Yeah.
Rev. I see you, baby.
Dope collab right there too. I know they've worked together and stuff before shows and stuff too. So, man, we got our first guest of the evening up. We'll let him introduce himself. What's up, brother?
Your boy Weapon X coming at you live and direct, and it is a pleasure to be on the B-side show tonight.
Thank you, man. Thank you. It's been like right off top. You've been here before. We've been here for a cool minute. Our platform's been here. So, most people that have done some work in the music have been here at some point. And it's been a while, though.
It's been a while.
Yeah, because when you brought up, who was here, I was like, damn, that's been a cool minute. So go ahead and let them know.
Yeah, no, we were here, it was years back. I think it was Black was performing here, Deltron Black, Gavlin, back when Organized Threat was still going around. So it's been a cool minute, but I'm glad that we got the opportunity to connect again, and hopefully we're going to have some fun tonight, right?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Beautiful times.
And speaking of that, you were kind of talking about how now it's you time. Like you've really been concentrating on your stuff and your music, solo Weapon X, and putting a lot into it. Go ahead and speak on some of the journey as far as that goes.
Well, I mean, I put out a solo project, man, like in 2008, right? And then I started, doing a lot of cool stuff and trying to build with the crew and trying to come up in that aspect. And no regrets, I learned a lot. And to tell you the truth, if I had gone and embarked solo sooner, maybe I wouldn't have gotten as far as I did. I learned a lot about the business, about how things actually operate. But, it got to the point where I just started, I kept doing my thing, and my crew kept telling me, yo, this dude's doing these records. I'm down with Casper, down with Black. All these guys are dropping records. When your record gonna come out? I'm like, nah, cool. I'm gonna take it back to you. I'll let y'all do your thing. But finally, they got frustrated. Yo, you need to come out and do your thing. You're just as ill, just as dope, and people need to hear what you gotta say. So, with their blessing, I got to work on my next record. I put everything to the side, and here it is.
That's right. How long did it take to put it together? Because I know I was reading through your Instagram. It took a little bit of work.
Oh yeah, no. I probably went through 3 drafts to this record and threw them all out before I got the draft that I wanted. And I finally linked up with my boy Renegon, who ended up engineering the album, and he gave me the guidance and direction that I was needing, because I didn't need any yes men. I wanted somebody who was going to tell it to me how it is and tell me what my records needed and bring out the best in me. So we got together, we clicked, and then, we've got the record that's out right now, The Side Effect of Hunger, which I'm very satisfied with, and looking forward to being able to do shows now that this COVID thing's calmed down and rocking.
You know what? Even the title right there is crazy. You could tell that took even some thought and some work in. Even the title of the album. Why the name, man?
Well, it's almost like a triple entendre. Because first you think about the figurative hunger that a person goes through and what side effects that causes. Then you think about physical hunger and the parallels between that and what that causes. And finally, you have the album itself, which is a byproduct of the side effect of hunger.
There it is, right there.
Very, very well thought out.
And how did that relationship come about, where you could let go and trust somebody else to guide you? Because, see, that's a difficult thing too, man. I've been around this stuff for a long time too, and there's always these people that think they know everything, but then there's the people that you could trust with your vision as well. How'd that happen?
Well, it's just experience in life, I got an opportunity to work with a lot of different people, and they brought out different aspects of, my artistry. And I worked with Renegon on a couple of projects. We actually had a project that we did together, me and Dirty Twan and myself. did the League of Assassins, and then we built a brotherhood from there. They're also part of the Music and Strength crew, which, you know, I did a compilation as well. We all worked together at some point. When you work together long enough with someone, you build that trust.
I was just gonna say that trust built over to, yeah, that's cool, man.
And he had a vested interest in bringing out the best in me. Like, I could have gone to anybody to engineer this, but the reality was I needed someone not only that was going to tell me how it is, but somebody that I knew that I clicked with, I built a relationship with, trusted with the work, and even if I left him alone, he would put in that extra work because he believed in my music enough to be able to sit down and invest extra time into making it sound the way that it should.
Salute, that's beautiful. When somebody can provide that for you, that's awesome. What about this track list? Because it's extensive. You are going on for days. How was it putting this track list together?
I had to listen to all the tracks for like a month in different orders, you know, different sequences. And one of the things that I learned when putting together an album is cohesiveness helps. You know, a lot of people today throw together records, especially since this industry has become single-oriented.
Yeah,
and they'll throw a bunch of singles, and the album has no cohesiveness. It goes from one place to another. This, I wanted to make sure that all the transitions, everything made sense. The skits, the pace of the album, the songs, where they went, even the features and the people involved in the album are all in some way close to me, or I've worked with them personally in a way that made sense.
And you know, speaking of that, I saw something that you put out on that. It's kind of a ode or a throwback to some classic album type stuff where you can listen to it front to back with the skits in between, with, you know, with it all kind of blending, like you said, cohesively. Why did you decide to go that route instead of the single route and take that extra effort and put a whole, cohesive album together?
I wanted to see whether or not, honestly, it was a risk. I wanted to see whether or not people still had an appreciation for the art of putting an album together, you know? I took influence from things like Prince Paul, Prince of Thieves, Big Pun, Capital Punishment in terms of the length, and, you know, Master Ace, Disposable Arts, you know, legends that have put together classics that have stood the test of time. I'm not going to go as far as to say that mine is yet, it just dropped, but I aimed for that. I aimed to make something like that happen. That was what I had set out to do in my mind, to try and put together a project in the same vein so that when you listen to it, it's something that's that, you know, 3 months, 3 years, 10 years down the line, you can still pop this in and it'll take you somewhere.
That's fucking dope. Just saying what you said, man, to put that in, and you're already doing it right by taking inspiration from those people you mentioned, man. That's right.
And tell me a little bit about the emotions that putting this project together took you, you know, as a creative. What were you feeling in the studio? What were you feeling in certain songs? Were you happy? Were you sad? Or did it take you back to, you know, days where, you know, you were probably hungry to make it work, or hungry because you're hungry?
This entire album is a personal experience. I mean, yes, I have some tracks that are odes to hip hop. They've got that boom bap feel. Some that are really deep. Some of them that are really intense in terms of like how I was feeling, how passionate I'm feeling about a certain thing going on in my life. But at the end of the day, it was really just encapsulating a period in my life. And as far as inspirations, I had already started making the album, but I took a trip to New York, which is where I'm originally from, and I hadn't been in a while. And I figured I was going to go back and get in touch with my roots, and the roots of hip-hop, coincidentally, as well. And I drew a lot of inspiration to be able to put the finishing touches on the album from that, just being at home and having that feeling and getting in touch with what it's really like to have fun making music again.
Yeah, and I think that's important a lot, too. I hear artists saying that, you know, through the years is getting back to that where it feels fun again and not so much. I mean, it's always going to be work, but and that's the thing, to appreciate the work, you want to have fun while you're doing it, and it's cool that you said that, man. Get back to the fun of it and making music, and hopefully things can keep going in the right direction where we could get back to the live shows and you know, slowly but surely it is. But man, that feeling when you're in a crowd and bunch of hip hop heads are vibing to the same, you know, artists doing their thing, man. There's something about that, man.
I definitely feel you're bringing that back. Just the quality of the work, the project, you know, just the meaning of it, putting everything together, because you don't want to put out just one random song, one single. You want to put like a work of art. So that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that really kept me going was in 2019, I would say right before the pandemic hit, probably in October of 2019, I had to have a surgery where they did nose and throat surgery. They took out a lot of stuff in order to treat my sleep apnea, but I was worried that my voice wasn't going to be the same again.
Crazy, dog.
And honestly, I didn't know whether or not I'd be able to rock the same again. I still have a little bit of difficulty projecting my voice. You know, it takes a bit of exercise. I'm getting back into it, but I really didn't know if I was going to be the same again or even make another record. So I figured I was going to give it 110% if I had the opportunity to keep going, that I was going to do that and make sure that I push this music the way that it deserves to be, and, you know, keep my promise to everybody that supported me, even when I was supporting them through their single projects and their group stuff, that I was going to go ahead and take that time to do myself justice and show the world what I can do.
Thanks for speaking on that, man. That's something like, that's crazy. I know a couple homies that had something similar, but you could like literally like die in your sleep. So like, you know, it's people don't talk, you don't hear that a lot, like about sleep apnea, but it's crazy, man.
Oh yeah, they say that it's possibly that's what Sean Price passed away from. He died from asphyxiation in his sleep, and he had sleep apnea, so that's very possible.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing well again. And sometimes it's those things that push you to even go further. And you know what I mean? You might come up with a new, cadence to your voice or whatever that you might not have noticed before because of it. So, you know, it's all part of the journey, man. What we're going to do is play a video. We'll come right back. Weapon X is here, man. We're chilling, having fun, man. Rockem's in the building too.
Let's go, baby.
Shout out to man Eclipse also and Gummy, working hard behind the scenes too, man. But we're doing the damn thing every single Monday. This is Weapon X, the B-side show. We'll be right back.
What's up, Weapon? Thank you for joining RDS Universal. We are here to ask you some fucking questions. No doubt. It's been a while since you put out an album now. How does it feel to finally be dropping some new music?
It's dope. I'm really excited.
That's nice to hear. I'm really happy that you're finally putting something out. What's the biggest advice you can give for a young, aspiring artist?
Just be about it.
Be about it. What does be about it mean? Can you elaborate?
Sure.
Excuse me if I'm on a passionate tip, but I just escaped death after crashing the whip. Over PCH, time to cash in the chip. On a new lease on life, in a flash, then I dip. I love my life, so I cheated on death. So it seems that she's bent on depleting my breath. Giving no mercy and even less time to spend on my thoughts, so I'm pleading blessed mind. With the knowledge and wisdom to pair my sight, to spot those who stay leeching, a parasite. Beheaded snakes for they surface, there I might rise above all the hate. Can you bear the height? F. Salimi, best not to see me. Thoughts stay censored, I'm too hot for TV. Bright young mind, my foes plot to be me, but don't got the heart that your man got, believe me. If you represent this game, then be about it. For the love or for the fame, then be about it. If you spit it from the heart, then be about it. Make a living from your art, then be about it. If you riding for a cause, then be about it. Owning up to all your flaws, then be about it. Seek respect behind your name, then be about it. About to go against the grain, then be about it. I'm a hustler, I'm a hustler, the A-double-S-O, one tough customer. Stay about my business while staying out of cussing ya. ya. Know this shit's real when the bank's putting trust in ya. Get it? These youngers ain't schooled properly. Say they pushing Rarries, but they ain't known property. Ice in a chain don't make you nice in the game. That only goes to show there's a price to your fame. Collars on a modern day slave. Clearly though, I'm just an old rap head, you don't hear me though. Big spender, but where's all your capital? Repossessed by your label, Rapido. Tell me where your thugs at, y'all ain't really clapping though. How you living up to the claims you was trapping though? Seems you really trapped now, but I stay laughing yo. Play a false game, then it's all bound to happen. So if you represent this game, then be about it. For the love or for the fame, then be about it. If you spit it from the heart, then be about it. Make a living from your art, then be about it. If you riding for a cause, then be about it. Owning up to all your flaws, then be about it. Seek respect behind your name, then be about it. About to go against the grain, then be about it. Hey, wait. Half of y'all rappers is all running your mouth, bumping your gums about what you doing here, talking all that bourgeois. Well, guess what? If you really doing something, then be about it. Cause most of these cats that be running their mouth ain't really about what they say. They stay talking a lot till they caught on the spot, but some real cats that don't play. So if you represent this game, then be about it. For the love or for the fame, then be about it. If you spit it from the heart, then be about it. Make a living from your art, then be about it. If you riding for a cause, then be about it. Owning up to all your flaws, then be about it. Seek respect behind your name, then be about it. About to go against the grain, then be about it.
Oh, guess that sums it up then.
Yo, what's up? It's the B-Side Show.
Like you know, man, Rabbit, Fally right here. And we got Weapon X in the building, man, doing his thing, and it's good. It's kind of cool. The video we just played, let's talk about that first, man.
The song's called Be About It. And really the inspiration behind Be About It is a lot of people out there talk about all the stuff that they always want to do or what they're doing, but then you watch them and they ain't doing nothing. The whole inspiration by that is if you really want something, to go out and get it, to be about it, you know, no matter what it is, whether you stand for a cause, whether you create art, whether it's your business or your personal life, if your personal values, if you truly about what you say you are, then be about it.
Well put, man. Be about it. Shit, I feel like that every day.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's straight to the point, but it's like a lot of people forget that part. Like,
stop running.
Stop talking about it. Do it.
Exactly.
That's it,
we were talking about the artwork. Let's talk because I look at the artwork and it touches home, and I feel so many emotions when I do see it. Let's talk about it.
Well, the artwork was kind of inspired by what I was personally feeling at the time. There's a dude that's obviously behind bars, and he's looking outside his prison, and he sees a bird flying free outside. And I felt like for a while, musically, that's what it was like for me. I was literally felt cooped up in a prison, like I couldn't do what I wanted to do, express myself the way I wanted to express myself. I felt in prison, and I knew that if I just got out there, somehow escaped that, the environment that I was in and, the constructs that I had in my mind at the time, that I was going to be able to go ahead and fly free just like that bird. And that was my aspiration. And if you look in the back, you see the cell again, but the bar is broken. And it shows that, the individual's escaped. So, that's the goal right now. I've escaped and, I'm free and, out here doing my thing. So
art is interpreted in many different ways, and it's cool you combine, the visual aspect of it as well to, your journey as far as the album coming out. So it's been a long time coming. You work with a lot of dope cats over the years. One thing that's cool to hear you say is that a lot of these cats that you came up with, they want you to do your shit. They want you to come out. A lot of fools are like kind of secret haters in a way, like, just watch me do my thing, but they're pushing you to do yours. That's pretty cool right there.
I've experienced that too early on, and then a couple times I wanted to quit, but I ended up linking up with Music and Strength, my crew, and I've been blessed enough to where it's not a rap group, it's like a family. We keep we set out to preserve the culture, and basically it's all about pushing each other to be better and create art, and we want each other to succeed. And that's, I think, the key in there. The key aspect is family. Since we don't treat it like a rap group, since we don't treat it like a business, we're just a network of artists that have a love and passion for the culture. We want each other to succeed because we know in order for each other to come up, we can't be on the same level. Somebody's got to come up to be able to pull the others up, and each one teach one mentality.
That's right. And let's talk about these features that you have. Deltron, Black, we have Casper. Who else do we have in there?
We know those are all the homies right there.
Yeah, no, Deltron, all those, Casper, they're all, brothers of mine. Those are like my close family. So it wouldn't feel right not releasing this record without them on it. As far as some of maybe the more high-profile features in terms of underground, Armin is on there. He's also a friend of mine.
Armin.
Hey, shout out to Armin and the whole Pentagon family. I was blessed to be able to work with him at some point. I threw it on there as a bonus cut, but at the same time, I love the cut that we did so much that I felt like it's needed to see the light of day. And then as far as other features, I had Copyright on there. Copyright been doing his thing. He's on tour right now. Shout out to Copyright. And then I got, the other half of Helter Skelter. Sean lives on. Rest in peace, Sean Price. But I got Rock to come and rock out with me, the Rock Nest Monster. And he blessed me with something through a connect that I had in the UK. He made that happen. So shout out to my man GPH for connecting us and making that classic happen. There's actually 2 mixes of the song on that album because I like it so much.
That's just some cool cats right there, man. And shout out Armin, man. That's one of the homies. He's definitely doing his thing and pushing right now hard.
Putting in
man.
work.
Yeah, putting in work, and he's just a cool ass homie too, man. Just a good dude. Man, that's a dope collaboration right there as far as your project with the people you worked with. It stuff that made sense for the album. Again, give them the title and where they could find it and all that stuff, man.
Okay, so the title of the album again is The Side Effect of Hunger. You can find it on all digital streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Music. It's on SoundCloud, it's on YouTube, Tidal, anywhere you can think of right now, you can find it. And if you need help doing that, find me on IG. The link is in the bio.
I'll guide you.
Lock it in.
I will take you step by step on how to get that.
And honestly, if you live in a country where hip hop is kind of restricted, I will send you the album for free in an email.
Let's go.
I'm from, my people are from a country where that's the case. I'm Persian. My people are from Iran, and over there, hip hop is illegal. When you're an artist, you're actually a real underground artist, and the law will crack down on you just for making music. And I don't want art restricted there, so I'm putting it out there all. Because of that, I'm putting it out there. Anybody and anywhere in the world, I don't want this to be restricted. If you can't get a hold of it, get a hold of me, and I'll make sure it gets in your hands.
That's right, man. That real hand-to-hand, man. Slap hands and peep some music, man. See what's cracking. Hey, it's crazy, man. We have a lot of opportunities over here and different things, and we got our fucked up shit over here where we're at. But man, different places. People don't realize, what they go through versus what we go through. It's a big difference, man. Like, even protesting something gets you like 10 years and 15 years or something. Just for going against what, it's crazy shit.
You can't take the ability to create art for granted, because there are people who don't have that.
Yeah. And I'm glad over here that we get to have this platform and see the people that do create art, man. That makes me happy. Yeah, man, real talk. Hey, any shout outs you want to make, dog?
Definitely. I just want to shout out the Music is Strength crew as first and foremost as always. You know, shout out to my family and everybody else out there that supported me, extended family. I also want to make sure that I let everybody know that on April 14th, we're going to have a double release party. Deltron Black and Ken Quick are going to be releasing their project, and well, actually that's releasing tomorrow, but they're going to have the release party in conjunction with my release party.
Dope.
On April 14th. It's going to be in North Hollywood at Universal Bar and Grill. Anybody who's free, go on and drop on by, and especially thanks and foremost to my engineer Renegade at RDS Universal. Without him and my executive producer Big Sal, none of this would have been possible. So peace to both of y'all.
That's right, man. And you know what? On that note, I got a shout out to Manlow Shoelaces, fool, for real. So that's on me. But thank you for coming through, my brother, man. Make sure you guys check out that project. He worked hard and put a lot into this shit. So make sure you guys look for that, man. We'll be right back after this with our next guest, B-Side Show.
Hey yo, we got Big Sal in this motherfucker. We got my man X-Man. And y'all already know who I be. I need no introduction. I'm just that asshole. We've been summoned from the realm of hip-hop to kill whackness. So witness the end of days, motherfuckers! Come to me empty-handed again, and I'll bathe the starways with your blood. I'm the Dark Lord of the Dark Force, riding a dark horse, swinging axes and swords. The axis of evil striking the earth's core to eradicate and eliminate all whackness. I got guns from Contra, the bigger the shack is. You a true definition of what a bitch is. Come and visit my wonderland of madness, where I'm sticking electrical cables to watch converge the flames to hang their heads of dope. Dead and speaking name. The Skull King that lives in the city of Los Angeles, having the devil on his throne, strangled and mangled. This is your end of days. You're like magic shots and son of faggot who was born with days. Let's start this cleanse of this epidemic. It's so pathetic. Looking at these purse-holding drug addicts that are fucking up this culture. Hey vultures, this is hip-hop, it'll never stop. I'd rather fuck you up with Alex Murphy in RoboCop. Buckshots through the speaker, killing whack rappers and all you scum-sucking tweakers. Sick of all the broken innuendos, get written off the show, then lost in smoke like Mr. Echo. Misdirection rhymers too reliant, using sleight of hand. Success rates about as high as Diddy trying to make a band. Ban these gimmicks, no more geckos from Geico. Full sinking in a cesspool of shit up to their eyeballs. Try to form a bond, yet only made the sky fall. Superhuman teleporting, that's just how I night crawl. You can't deny my chance to rhyme. Then on the astral plane like Doctor Strangely bastards in a bind. Bunch of sticks in the mud while we slip through sands of time. Got the shine like Danny Torrance, you're a whore that pantomimes. Slithering serpents with the souls of salamanders. Flip you lily liver lizards, bellied up turn alabaster. Cookie cutter rappers want a do-si-do and tag along. Get stomped out from Damascus to the broken roads of Babylon. Y'all don't wanna play around with a mic. Fuck around and get your head chopped off, see? La Dolce Vita, Copacabana, raw blow with the flow, yo, I'm dope with the grammar. You don't wanna make me angry, the Hulk to my banner. Smash your face if you show up in the scope of my glamour. You school cats offended me. Smack the Kashi up and make it take me on a sentence free. Showman song rappers on a daily got me heated feet. Spitting group flows, say the same shit repeatedly. Word of advice, don't let me catch you greeting me or catch a beating, leaving you incapable of eating. See, listen, I don't don't care what the fans say. I tell them all to shut the fuck up in the amps grade. The type to go and throw a monkey wrench in your plans. Hey, you wanna hear bars? Best you and your man. Hey, the weapon with that blast, trigger flow. Flames on the top, bam, bam, Bigelow, Bigelow, Bigelow.
Shot through the speaker. Don't understand the point that you at. Shot through the speaker. Don't understand the point that you at. Shot through the speaker. Don't understand the point that you at. Shot through the speaker.
They ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad. All bad.
That high definition type shit, son. Yeah. Blah, blah. Infamous shit. It's that infamous shit. Done.
Walk up in the spot like what is hitting for. Hit him for them dollars, then I hit some more. My partner snuck it in, he's so slimy. Cause where we come from, it get grimy. Diamonds on my watch, you know what time it is. Something heavy on the Glock, you know what time it is. Ay, glasses on my eyes, you can't see my lids. Ay, once we hit the stage, they know what time it is. Ay, they know what time it is. Ay, y'all know what time it is. You know what time it is. Hey, once we hit the stage, they know what time it is.
Teeth made grit and floss the beef they bit. Your philosophy stay fit, high velocity stay lit. Boxing with these monstrosities, the beast equated. Got the thunder hog by the underdog least favorite. Atrocity, shape shift and facelift, so horrendous. The Brazilia's independence days are endless. The transcendence is in perfect attendance. The repentance was sentence. Turnout was tremendous. The burnout so momentous. The master and the apprentice, no more, no less. You're messing with the warrior's best. Walking to the destroyer's quest. Body that left the party lit, hardly spit. Took my piece of the pie, our square, sharply split. Y'all need to harshly quit. Manifest sinfulness. The nameless can make you famous by being infamous. Sparkle will shine and cut you. I'm in the time abyss. Inhaling light and breathing fire. You know what time it is.
Walk up in the spot like what is hitting for. Hit him for them dollars, then I hit some more. My partner snuck it in, he's so slimy. Cause where we come from, it get grimy. Diamonds on my watch, you know what time it is. Something heavy on the Glock, you know what time it is. Ay, glasses on my eyes, you can't see my lids. Ay, once we hit the stage, they know what time it is. Ay.
Flood the streets with some good bud. Infamous farm, you know we coming up. Big twin, always stay drunk. Looking for some head from a fat slut. Run up in your crib while I'm masked up. Anybody move, you get blasted up. You rockin' with some idiots. We don't play no games, we dead serious. Queensbridge is the scariest. You can't walk through, you get shot down. You be rolling with a bunch of clowns. They're not built, done, never seen a 4 pound. I'm in the hood and I can't stop. I'm the man out there, we got it all locked. Guns pop when niggas fuck money up. I need 20 mil, I'm never giving up.
Walk up in the spot like what is hitting for. Hit him for them dollars, then I hit some more. My partner snuck it in, he's so slimy. Cause where we come from, it get grimy. Diamonds on my watch, you know what time it is. Something heavy on the Glock, you know what time it is. Ay, glasses on my eyes, you can't see my lids. Ay, once we hit the stage, they know what time it is. Ay, they know what time it is. Ay, y'all know what time it is.
Shout out to you if you smoking nuts.
Yeah, man, that's our natural fog machine we got going on right there, man. Hey, big ups to Phalasee for coming through and rocking with us, man. Like I said, you'll be seeing her more often. We're going to get into a quick mix right now before we come back with our next guest. Play a video, we'll come back. But DJ Eclipse, man, they've been working behind the scenes getting this shit cracking.
Putting mad work in tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Hoy sí vinieron a trabajar.
You stressed Gummy out. Gummy needs to hit his crazy rig right now. That's how much he's going through.
5 dabs in, no problem.
Hey, let's get it, man. DJ Eclipse on the ones and twos, B-side.
Give me all the chicken heads from Pasadena to Medina. Bet big, get in between you, then see the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest victim to hurt, what's under that skirt? Who filling them with octane? Got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word the mother, brother miss him. I seen it when he kissed him at the wake, made his body shake. The high guy in 850 eyes, smoke tint, rap terror, 4 chrome and terror. Street 5 by deliverance, the 5th is conspicuous. Bad boy slipped in 95, ridiculous. My rap lines is like landmines. One step, kaboom, black suits fill the room. To whom it may concern, Junior Mafia is the clique. Act up, I have my honeys total busted. That's right.
In the middle of the day now, baby, I seem to think of only you. Oh yeah, never thinking for a moment, baby, that you be thinking of me too. Yeah. So I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away. That's right. Oh, can't you see, you and me were meant to be your baby, and there's nothing left to say. Can't you see what you do to me? I know I'm meant to be. You are me for me. Oh baby, can't you see what you do to me? I know I'm meant to be. You are me for me. Every time I see you, I get this feeling. Oh yeah. Telling me you're the one. Oh, what a feeling. Hey, let's go. I can't wait for the day that we can be together. I can't let you walk away. Oh, can't you see, you and me were meant to be your baby. There's nothing left for me to say. Oh baby, can't you see what you do to me? I know what makes what you're doing to me. Why don't you see what you do to me? Oh yeah. That's right. So far away. What would you do to me?
As we proceed to give you what you need. Now 5 more. Get live, motherfucker. Biggie, give me one more chance. 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 Biggie, give me one more chance.
First things first, I pop off, freaks all the honeys. First things first, I pop off, freaks all the honeys. First things first, I pop off, freaks all the honeys. Dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. Those
the ones I like, cause they don't get nothing but penetration. Unless it smells like sanitation. Garbage, I turn like doorknobs. Heartthrob never, black and ugly as ever. However, I stay coochie down to the socks. Rings and watch filled with rocks. And my jam knocked in your Mitsubishi. Girls peepee when they see me. Now the hoes creep me and they teepee. As I lay down laws like Island Coppet. Stop it, if you think they're gonna make a profit. Don't see my ones, don't see my guns, get it? Now tell your friends Papa hit it, then split it in two. As I flow with the Junior Mafia. I don't know what the hell's stopping ya. I'm clocking ya, Versace shade watching ya. Once you grin, I'm in, game begins. First I talk about how I dress is this, and diamond necklaces, stretch Lexuses. The sex is just immaculate. From the back I get deeper and deeper. Help you reach the climax. Deathstroke, tongue all down the throat. Nothing left to do but send her home to you. I'm through. Can you sing the song for me, boo? I gotta get the hood, you didn't know. I gotta get love, girl, you didn't know. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from, that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. To all my peoples in the struggle, you know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt-N-Pepa and Heavy D up in the limousine, hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Marley Marl. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard, you never thought that hip-hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Ron G, Brucey B, Kid Capri, Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call the crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know. Niggas know who's the mind blower, the weed grower. Have you seen doubles like Noah, the rhyme flower, B.I.G. Top notch with the Glock, check your pocket, sing your sockets. Just the way my pops taught me when I throw the drop, check them thoroughly. The bastard might spin around and try to bury me, and dead men don't make no moves. While I'm slinging in the hood, I don't fake no moves, alright? Reminiscing on my swinger days when I drove a caddy and my bitch sported finger waves. Yeah, she had the Gucci boots, I had Cerucci suit, Oshkosh, Bagosh, Coca-Cola, looking real cute. Junior Mafia represent Bucktown, Mac 11, cop back, niggas better duck down. Face down, I know the routine, the cream, earrings, you know the drama Biggie bring. Let's get it on.
I get drunk and hang glide off the St. Ives and spray paint the blank sides of all the subway train rides. I got a pit bull that eats sheep and spits bull and chews on human body tissues till the stomach gets full. Skip school, barely went to class thinking shit's cool. Hit a loaded pistol under this retarded kid's stool. I had a dream I blew up with $500,000 sold and still sold a credit card and purse on someone's billfold. I'm from the city where the weather's always real cold and chill mode will turn into somebody getting still told. Cause we be hanging on the block till dawn, staying spaced out like Dr. Octagon, feeling for the beast like they Shaka Khan.
You're dead wrong. Notorious is glorious. You're dead wrong. Notorious is glorious.
The engineers.
tell you to her. I'm a thief for the night.
Ain't nothing like money inside a Ziploc bag. Couple baddies from the valley keep my cash all stashed. I don't kick it with the rappers, dog, I kick it with the hustlers. Entertainers entertain the most of them busters. Had to lay low for a while, I'm a six-figure man. Need a milli for the feeling and another for the fam. Draw a star inside a circle, let them flames ignite. It's a new Eon, homie, I ain't looking at skies and I ain't asking for shit, homie, I'm grabbing that shit. She doing that she would, that's why she nasty with it. Stretch perception, get in touch with something sacred. And if the money follows suit, then I'ma fucking make it. This shit is basic, I had to part ways with some peers, cause motherfuckers wouldn't stop projecting they fears. I hit it on my free time, but say I'm on a time crunch. I only got 2 hours, baby, no time to eat pasta. Mi casa no es tu casa. I'm moving like Mufasa, these suckers on some hating shit. Let them talk that hot stuff. I'm forever hungry like I got an eating disorder. When I'm dumbing through these stacks, fell in love with the odor. If I meet her and we talk, my G, consider it over. Light skin Latina, give her a kiss on the shoulder. I'ma owe you nothing, dog. Who you frontin'? Better yet, I hit him with a little bit of sauce. Can't be with a silly bra, you dealing with a boss. With a mind of gold, transmuted from lead. Alchemy, dollar signs, and some women in bed. Who gon' tell me I'm living wrong? I'm dwelling in heads. Keep thinking about me, doubt me, dog, all the above. But I'ma laugh when I pop out and these suckers start showing love. They been keeping up an image, I've been stacking my dope. Lot of y'all talk all that money shit, but none of it show. Draw a star inside a circle, let them flames ignite. It's a new Eon, homie, I ain't looking at scars.
Yeah.
We're here, man. B-side show.
Act like you know.
Yeah, you know what? We've been doing this 11 years, and it's always we're always doing something behind the scenes to keep it moving. So we appreciate everybody that still fucks with us, you know, after all these years, man, and you know, telling people about us and all that stuff. Plus, we got some new events coming up and some new shows launching real soon that we'll keep you guys posted about too, man. So, hey, Eclipse. Saturday was pretty dope, right? Celebrating old school's B-Day bash. It was pretty dope. Eclipse almost got electrocuted.
Yeah, got lit or no?
Oh, now now his mic don't even work. Hey, no. Eclipse almost got electrocuted because
then
like the rain came through.
Here we go. I'm here now. Yeah, there's water everywhere.
Yeah.
In the rain, set up all the equipment. You know how we do it. It's like, fuck, I felt like I was like in Jamaica back in the days and shit. You feel me? How the DJs used to do it back then? In the rain and shit, and just didn't give a fuck about it. Yeah.
You had cords running through water and shit. It was pretty trippy.
I loved it though, man.
Hey, man, happy birthday to old school, man. That's the homie,
brother.
right?
Happy birthday,
Who was performing? TUS performed, no?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to TUS, the homies.
McGrady was in the building. Namek, Kiki Smooth. Who else we have in there? Oh, Mr. CR Amonstro. You know what I mean? So
Familia.
Patrick Antonian. It was a cool event.
A lot of dope performers and a
vendors.
lot of dope DJs. You know, shout out DJ LaRock, man. It was a pleasure.
Oh, LaRock.
Again, brother.
Yeah.
The last time I told him I mixed with him when I was like about 17 years old. And it was at Club Carnival. And yeah, man, that was the last time. And it was a pleasure to see him, man.
And DJ Merck did his thing. Shit. Who we have? Fonz in there.
Man, it was some dope shit.
It was cool, man. It was cool because, I mean, it was crazy because like before I even left the house, I wasn't sure exactly what part it was gonna be at, and for some reason I go, you know what? Let me take my jacket, and you know what? Let me just say that was a good idea. So I took my jacket. It was a little cold, but we did our thing. Hip hop warms us up. It warms my soul. Hey, let's introduce. You go ahead and introduce yourself, fam.
Yo. Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh, we turned it up because, you know, producer, we didn't think you were going to be rocking that loud. No, I'm kidding.
For real. I go by Rokem. Straight out from Los Angeles, you know, producer, engineer, you know. Yeah, what's up?
That's right.
And, you know, we know that. We just want them to know. But we've been knowing you for a cool minute, and a lot of the projects that you know that we know artists are on, they're your beats, they're over, or you engineered it or something.
Yeah, it's honestly a lot of my work is spread out because honestly I'm down to work with anybody, you know what I mean? Cool. That's the thing, but yeah, mostly it's just produce. I produce for people will hit me up, you know, let's work, let's collab, like, you know, the usual. But yeah, I'll be doing that, and mostly just beats, just releasing beats. That's something I love to do, and always I hope, you know, everybody remembers me as the dude with the beats. You know what I mean?
Well, it's already happening, man, and you know, that's real. Like I always hear, like your name pops up a lot of artists that have worked with you and stuff. And what I did want to say is, let's go back because. You mentioned you took a little time off, little breathing room, and we all have to do that sometimes, recharge our batteries and sit back a second and then we get back to work. But before we talk about you getting back to work, what's the last project before your break? The last couple.
Okay, yeah, in 2020, I was saying that I put out like 6 projects in 2020.
That's crazy.
So I did 4 beat tapes and 2 collab albums with 2 different MCs. So the last one was with Taj Austin, and it's called Solidine, and it came out late 2020. And honestly, I love that album. That was like one of my favorite albums that I've done like so far. And then before that, I did Third Person with Mad Max and Don't Sleep. Yeah, we formed a group where I produced the whole thing. They come out with the bars and
there was heaters on that joint because like I got to hear them all, and then rocking live too. You know what I mean? It was, and plus those dudes got bars, bros.
That was fun about it. You know, every show we did, I actually did the live beats, and they did the whole songs like that, which was it was a whole different vibe, but. Dope, like you said, they got the bars, so like it wasn't nothing to worry about. You know, I'm sure it's the same thing for them, but it was fun.
And what earlier you said that you like to work with, you know, a lot of people, anybody that reaches out to you. But what are some of the qualities in an artist that really get you going? That you're like, damn, I gotta get my best work.
Honestly, I just like just their work. You know, I even try to see their work ethic. You know what I mean? See if they're truly serious or what they're trying to do with it, or just stuff like that. Because I do get hit up by a lot of people, but then I never hear the song, or they really never did anything, and I'm just I don't know. I just feel like I get to the point where it's just like, all right, now maybe me, I need to do a little research on who I'm working, but not too much like that. But you know what I mean? It's just
well, yeah. When you put in your own work, you want to make sure that shit's gonna drop.
Basically, find someone to match the energy. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Yeah, work ethic goes a long way. Don't lose it. If you don't have it, get you some for sure.
It's not too late. We can help you. But man, you're always staying working. So why was there a little hiatus?
No, honestly, it wasn't just like I just felt like I caught myself taking a break. Meaning like, you know, I wasn't really doing anything, and it wasn't really bugging me, you know. And I was like, oh, all right, you know.
I hear you.
You know, I just let kind of life just go, and then like you said, I just see my friends doing stuff, you know, seeing homies working, and that's inspires me. That keeps me going. And then I guess, but you know what? This break, I feel like it inspired me now. I got the motivation to do this, you know what I mean? And I feel like it was a spark, you know what I mean?
And you came back strong. You have a couple. You have Destruct, and then you have Silver and Gold.
Yeah, I just released singles. I just released singles with them, and I'm pretty much gonna do that. I'm gonna be releasing a single with a different artist every month, and then now I'm working on 2 more beat tapes, but they're gonna actually be like a concept, like a whole concept, and I'm gonna stick to that throughout the beat tape, and yeah, they're gonna be fun. It's one of my best works, I would say.
And that's the shit where you also challenge yourself. Like, you know what you could do already, but now you go by a theme and get people in this mood and take somebody somewhere where, you know what I mean? So,
no, you're definitely right.
And the artists, they're going to be like, damn, let me tap in with this dude. I need one of them beats, man.
Oh, man, that happens so much.
Hey,
how come you didn't show me this?
Yeah, right.
How come you didn't show me that? I'm like, and then, but no, they understand when I'm like, it's for me. I'm keeping it. You know, and they're like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? But it happens.
Say, don't worry, there's more where that came from.
So when you're in the studio creating, you're producing, you're engineering, do you have a vision where you're like, for certain beats, and then some other beats you're like, no, go ahead and do you, or how do you work?
Honestly, I think that's what keeps me going, because I don't do that. The way I describe it is when I make it just depends on the mood I'm in, and the way I could describe it's like a freestyle, MC freestyle. I start on one thing and then just build it off of that. It could be anything, so I just build it from that and just see what type of mood. But I could be mad and it could be a up-tempo beat. I could be happy and it could be some sad, you know. But it's just, I don't know, just how it is, and that's how I work, because I feel like when I have something on my mind and like, oh, I'm gonna produce for this, I get too much in it, and I keep doubting on different things, like, oh, they're not gonna use it, they're not gonna like it, so you know what I mean. But I also, but then again, I show someone, they're like,
I know.
Well, like it.
Well, you know what? That's a part of artistry, and also just caring about what you're doing is we're our own worst critics. You know what I mean? So
and it's crazy how some artists will pick beats that you wouldn't think they pick beats. You know, I'll be like, yo, that wasn't in the batch, but they'll be like, oh, I heard it though, and I want it.
I've heard artists and producers, because I've been, plenty of studios over the years, and a lot of times that pops out, oh, this was just I was just working on this. No, I need that beat. Yeah. The artist is like, no, give me that one.
Low key, that's how like Third Person kind of started. I was giving beats to Max and Drew, and they knew, and they each heard it, and they were like, let's just start a thing, and that's how that started. They were just like, oh, okay, instead of going after beats, let's just both get on them. You know what I mean? And yeah, that was fun. But like, you're right, with MCs, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I guess it's just, it's what he sees in my beats, because I get that a lot. Like, yo, bro, this brought out a feeling, like this beat, or you know what I mean? Like, it really brought out this, and I thought of that. And when I hear it, I'm like, oh man, I was totally thinking the other way. You know what I mean? So it's just,
and that's crazy how those collabs and how music and a lot of stuff that people hear might be one of their favorite songs. Some of them came together that same way. Like, that might have been something the producer wasn't even planning for it to, or maybe just starting to work on it, but then when that artist hears it, and like you said, that emotion, it makes them feel, it takes it to that level. And that, I always love that about the collaboration. I mean, hip-hop in general, but people working together, something about that, and coming up with something is crazy.
No, it is crazy, because it's the element surprise. You don't know what you're gonna get until it happens. You know what I mean? Like, it's like doing a song and then you're kind of sick of it because you've heard it millions of times, but when it finally releases, it's like,
or when you do a live show and you see the crowd react to like your beat coming on with these dudes rocking it, and then it takes it like, okay, now I see why we did all that. You know what I mean?
Oh no, that's the goal. You know what I mean? That's the best part right there. Like, of course. Or they come up to you and tell you that. They start describing it, and you're just like, oh, okay, I'm doing something right.
That's good. And are you Are you creating all day, every day, or are you more creative? And are you an early bird? Or do you like the night? Are you faded? What's your
You
creative
wake up
process?
in the middle of the night, like jump up.
Honestly, it's early mornings and late nights. As crazy as that sounds, because like late night I can start something and then finish it in the morning, or just try to like early in the morning. Like I start really early, like but then I catch myself a few hours in it. So I'll be like, all right, but then I have enough time on my day to do my stuff. But I like to work like early mornings and like late nights.
Yeah, I read somewhere a lot of creators like that early peak in the morning. So I do too. I like early mornings.
It's
too.
almost like it's kind of when other people are maybe not doing something yet, it's like you feel inspired. Like I want to do something right now while everybody's sleeping.
Nah, it's like it's like a workout. You're after that. You got like that natural energy. Like, all right, I'm ready for my day. I just made 2 beats. All right, let's go.
Now let me go run my errands, and then while you're running your errands, then you're like, I know what I could add to that beat and go back home and work on it again.
No, true. No, that's because sometimes I do that, try to change it, but it'll be a whole different beat. But in a good way. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And sometimes, like you were saying, to go back, sometimes what you were kind of picturing when you started the beat, even if it's just the skeleton of a beat, when the artist gets to it, it takes it maybe to a whole different vibe, like you were saying, than you thought of originally.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and then that's crazy because then you're like, oh shit, and then you get inspired by what inspired them, and
but the cool thing about that, I'll sometimes add something. If I get inspired from the artist, I'll be, hey bro, I know the song's almost done. Is there any way I can add this to this part? Add a bridge, you know what I mean?
The artist always loves when the producer, you're like, hey, I want to add this.
Nah, but a lot of them be like, all right, like, but don't mess it. Like, it's like, don't mess it up. Like, nah, but I do my best. But like, all the time it comes out good. You know what I mean? It's just that's the whole point of the collaboration.
So anybody, I mean, like on your wish list that one day you might work with, one day. It doesn't have to be just hip hop either, man. Anybody.
Man, there's a lot. There's just so many to name. But let me see. First of all, I would always wanted to produce a track for Rock Marciano. That was one of my goals. And then
that's crazy because a lot of people always like want to work with that dude too on his level of producing as well.
Yeah, I've met him through friend. I actually met him through XP.
XP did a couple things.
So I've hit him up online. He chopped it up and told him about it, and then tried to send him beats, but I doubt he hear it. But like,
it'll happen. You throw it out there in the atmosphere.
I hope he sees this and be like, oh man.
Yeah. We're throwing it out there in the atmosphere.
Nah, but honestly, there's a lot of people I want to work with, but then I'm blessed with the people I am working with right now. XP is one of them. He is one of them that we're doing stuff, and it's gonna be really dope. But there's the people that I'm working with right now. It's just that those are the ones that inspire me to work right now. That got me back into the like, yo, you know what I mean? And I hear the songs that are coming out, and I'm just like, okay, keep going. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Shout out XP though, man. That dude's always working too, man. And the thing is, he's one of the cats that like. He has roots, going to the East Coast too, and working with artists, and they respect what he's doing. It's cool, man. It's a cool setup that he's always doing something. Whether it's in the cannabis industry, the music, it's cool.
He's one of those dudes.
You know what I mean? No, but I feel you though, and we were talking off air about that. Is like kind of you get inspired by people that are inspired again, if that makes sense. So, because I feel the same way, and I I've been in a little funk going through this and that, and then, but I still get the inspiration by seeing my people, like the dudes that are really inspired again, still making quality fucking shit, and it inspires the shit out of me.
No, and then it's just because you see them elevating, you know, and the sound, everything. So it's good, you know what I mean. I'm glad to call him a friend, you know what I mean, and he's a good inspiration to have, like real shit, you know what I mean.
So let's talk about the new works, man. You're dropping singles with artists, and what else can people look forward to?
No, I got, like I said, I got these 2 beat tapes. One's called Green, and I don't have the other name yet, but it's gonna be more towards like a movie theme. So
That's the one that's gonna have more of a theme.
Yeah,
to
that
it.
one's the theme. The Green tape is just it's just actually instrumentals.
Okay.
And the next one is like a concept, like beat tape. I'll play some tracks tonight. I have some.
Okay, and with that being said, we're gonna play a video in a second, but with that being said, we're gonna end the show with a live beat set from the homie Rokem, man. It's only right, and I don't think he even leaves the house without his shit, anyways, man. he's like, I think he's gonna have it in. Oh, he has before. Oh no. No, I was gonna say he packs it. He has either a backpack or he fits his beat machine in the back pocket. I don't know, but always working, man. It's good to see you back coming out with some new shit too, man. That's for real. Yeah. We'll play a video real quick. Be right back. Rokem in the building. B-side show.
Yes, sir.
Dedicated to my don't sleepers, who pay attention more than others closely, so they know secrets, whether headphones or old speakers. Still the same Drew from back then, just with grown features. Them light suckers are some soul leechers, what a shame. Same lames probably out claiming that they know Jesus. They don't pay attention to the old teachings. Probably be upset before the lessons that they told reach them. Listen, we don't sit and gossip, we don't show weakness. Voices in my head won't quit talking, got me so sleepless. Rumblings in my stomach yelling at me, rude as ever. Really real when you out here skipping meals. You ain't never set the vibe and had the rhymers trying to be you. You ain't never had a dime, drive 1,000 just to see you. To a state you never been in, with a bitch at home chilling, and she paying for the villa with her legs up to the ceiling. Dedicated to my day ones, who stayed straight whether we was eating steak or we ate crumbs. And dedicated to the OGs before me, who laid the foundation. Now it's my turn to tell the story. Dedicated to my train riders, everyday grinders, all my real diggers and the wayfinders. Dedicated to a greater, showed us what it takes. 24/8, that's the only time I trust the Feels snake. Good stepping in the room knowing you the illest. Even better in a circle full of killers, squares couldn't fill us. Now they try angles, trying to play a villain. Stay in shape, cylinders drilling up in the village. Really a sinister how I kill it. Not a star nor soul, this brilliant in a minute. I sit and get lit a bit, take a hit of it, inconsiderate to any kid who spit illiterate. It gets vigorous, really they all clitoris. Little fish to all the reapers that I riddle with. Eventually those on the top and in the middle switch. So in a little bit, on the top is where the cribbles sit. The mood getting darker as I scribble this. Every day that passes, that's the sharper that the pen will get. It's the fire starter running through your settlement. Lost angel killing all the demons that the devil sent. Dedicated to my day ones, who stayed straight whether we was eating steak or we ate crumbs. And dedicated to the OGs before me, who laid the foundation. Now it's my turn to tell the story. Dedicated to my train riders, everyday grinders, all my real diggers and the wayfinders. Dedicated to a greater, showed us what it takes. 24/8, that's the only time I trust the snake. Yo, rock. Feel like nobody out here can fuck with my pen, bro. And that ain't even me being on some cocky shit. That's all facts. I'll just put up 81 on these motherfuckers. R.I.P. to the GOAT, the great. Yeah, don't sleep. Your energy live forever, my G. Yeah. Dedicated to my don't sleepers, who pay attention more than others closely, so they know secrets. Whether headphones or old speakers, still the same Drew from back then, just with grown features. Them light suckers are some soul leechers, what a shame. Same lames probably out claiming that they know Jesus. They don't pay attention to the old teachers. Probably be a sec before the lessons that they told reach them. Listen, we don't sit and gossip, we don't show weakness. Voices in my head won't quit talking, got me so sleepless. Rumblings in my stomach yelling at me, rude as ever. Really real when you out here skipping meals. You ain't never set the vibe and had the rhymers trying to be you. You ain't never had a dime, drive 1,000 just to see you. To a state you never been in, with a bitch at home chilling, and she paying for the villa with her legs up to the ceiling. Dedicated to my day ones, who stayed straight whether we was eating steak or we ate crumbs. And dedicated to the OGs before me, who laid the foundation. Now it's my turn to tell the story. Dedicated to my train riders, everyday grinders, all my real diggers and the wayfinders. Dedicated to a grade who showed us what it takes. 24/8, that's the only time I trust the Feels snake. Good stepping in the room knowing you the illest. Even better in a circle full of killers, squares couldn't fill us. Now they try angles trying to play a villain. Stay in shape, cylinders drilling up in the village. Really a sinister how I kill it. Not a star nor soul this brilliant in a minute. I sit and get lit a bit, take a hit of it, inconsiderate to any kid who spit illiterate. It gets vigorous, really they all clitoris. Little fish to all the reapers that I riddle with. Eventually those on the top and in the middle switch. So in a little bit, on the top is where the cribbles sit. The mood getting darker as I scribble this. Every day that passes, that's the sharper that the pen will get. It's the fire starter running through your settlement. Lost angel killing all the demons that the devil sent. Dedicated to my day ones, who stayed straight whether we was eating steak or we ate crumbs. And dedicated to the OGs before me, who laid the foundation. Now it's my turn to tell the story. Dedicated to my train riders, everyday grinders, all my real diggers and the wayfinders. Dedicated to a grade who showed us what it takes. 24/8, that's the only time I trust the snake. Yo, rock. Feel like nobody out here can fuck with my pen, bro. And that ain't even me being on some cocky shit. That's all facts. I'll just put up 81 on these motherfuckers. R.I.P. to the GOAT, the great. Yeah, don't sleep. Your energy live forever, my G. Yeah.
As coronavirus tears an unforgiving path across the country, numbers show it is especially devastating to one group, African Americans.
Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell. Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell. Since I was born, I've been going through it. 30 plus years and still going through it. Grew up in the projects, surrounded by drugs and violence. Gunshots, then a moment of silence. Watching mother shed tears. Lost my little cousin, I'm still shedding tears. A baby got killed, now everybody shedding tears. Got a little buzz after drinking 20 beers. Man, I'm trying to drink the pain away. Even though it's sunny, it still feels like a rainy day. All we wanna do is live life. All we wanna do is live right. But the system got us trapped. Can't find a job, so we sling in the trap. No education was part of the trap. Drugs and diseases are thrown in the trap. Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell. Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell.
A lot of people saying that I owe them, but they must be smoking the same shit as Lamar owed them. No need for me to explain what I done told them. You gon' need more than some pressure for little niggas to fold them. He spitting the verses, really couldn't control them. I got the Lord on my side just in case you possess the omen. While I'm holding this pole just to knock you off of your totem. What Slice said already told him, lyrics is still exploding. And not to go illusion, no need for the confusion. Niggas is dying, yeah, my city full of pollution. What's going on with the murders? How we gonna reduce them? Waiting for the government to come up with solutions. Trying to get rid of guns, people been still refusing. I got the right to bear arms, that shit in the Constitution, I did 2 wrongs, I had to make it right. Soon as I get a chance, I'm taking flight.
Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell. Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell.
As I sit back and look at the world that we living in, it's so sickening, I feel like giving in, but I can't for my family's sake. Gotta be strong and stay awake, keep the mind focused. But sometimes a brother be stressed out, feeling left out. Most of my people gone X'd out. Damn, what will it take for us to rise and shine and realize we all we got? Soldiers shot, it's real in the battlefield. I'm from a place where my people get killed because of ignorance. And fuck the government, cause they don't care about us. They'd rather see us dead or in jail. They never loved us. Indeed, we living in hell. Shit is fucked up, but I vow to stay true. 2 fingers up. Wake up, cause the time is now. Kareem Tabor, true and living, holding it down. Let's go.
Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell. Only time will tell, are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven for going through hell? Are we gonna make it to heaven? We living in hell.
Yeah, we back. You already know.
B-side, man. We're here with Rokem in the building, man.
Yo,
Producer, doing his thing. We're going to get into a beat set in a second, but I wanted to ask you, like, we talked about inspirations and different things, but going back, what inspired you to actually put the investment in yourself to start making beats, like take it that serious to start producing?
I come from a family of musicians. My dad was a disco DJ, became a disco producer.
Dope.
Yeah, and I seen the equipment, and I
so as a kid, you seen that shit? Oh, all right.
I seen all that shit, yeah. But honestly, I didn't. Well, as a kid, I didn't like it. Because I was like, fuck, man, he's always fucking with these toys. Like,
adult toys.
Yeah. Nah, but not just that.
Wait, that don't sound good. Pause. All right, go back. All right.
Music toys.
Yeah, musical toys.
Music toys. Growing up, listening to hip-hop, I got blessed at a young age with a sampler, and I was figuring out, like, oh, shit, man, this is what they use to make these beats that my favorite rappers are rapping on, And then sampling was another thing, and then I just kept doing it. And at the age of 19, I produced my first, actual EP of 21 songs.
Dope.
And after that, I was just like, okay, I could do this. I could keep going, and I did. I stuck with it.
So did your family trip out that you also fell into this as well?
No, yeah, they do. I still got like other family members that actually make music, and now they do trip out. They're just like, it's no surprise.
It's not like they probably knew it was coming before you did. Like, he's gonna get into it. No, hey, that's real cool, man. That's real dope. Hey, so some of the tracks you're gonna play tonight, some of them will be beats that that are on the project, right?
They'll be on the project.
All right, cool, man. Like that. Hey, before we get into that and all, where can, if artists do want to tap in with you and work, what's the best way? Besides, you know what? First of all, I'm gonna say it like this: have a good work ethic, then hit them up.
Nah.
Yeah.
My website. I got a website, rockemmusic.com. You could just go there. It has everything, all my music, contacts, emails. It even has for rappers, they got beats on there, so you can even buy beats on my website.
Oh, so there it is, right. I mean, make it easy for especially up and coming artists, man. There it is right there. But the new stuff's dropping. A live beat set on the B side.
Yes, sir. One, rest in peace.
Or leave me. You can go your own way, baby. Or leave me. You can go your own way, baby.
Pump it up loud. Okay, y'all, this is it. Pump it up loud.
Keep your hands clapping. Oh yeah.
Now, with the following collection of ghoulish sounds, you can make your own sounds terrifying and terrible.
Good shit, dog.
Yeah. Yo.
B-side show.
Yeah,
See you
yeah,
next
yeah,
week.
yeah.
Peace.
Yo.